1966 first animated TV special, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The Grinch, voiced by Boris Karloff, is a surly, asocial green creature with a heart 2 sizes too small, who lives with his dog Max in a snowbound cave atop Mount Crumpet, located above the village of Whoville. He especially hates Christmas, and has always been annoyed by the town's Christmas celebrations. For this reason, he takes away the Who's Christmas from them like he did in the book, but eventually brings it back in the end, realizing that Christmas means more than just material possessions. His heart grows 3 sizes and he becomes wholehearted and loving. In the 1977 animated special, Halloween is Grinch Night, which is a prequel to the 1966 television special, the Grinch appears voiced by Hans Conried. He is the main villain once again, and plans on coming down to Whoville because of a sour-sweet wind that blows. He has 3 encounters with a young Who named Euchariah, who pretends he is not scared of the Grinch. The Grinch and his dog Max bring the paraphernalia wagon down to Whoville, which is filled with monsters called the Unhuman Race. Euchariah tries to stall the Grinch by getting the Grinch to scare him more, and unwittingly causes the Grinch to unleash his entire paraphernalia upon him. After this, the sour-sweet winds die down, ending the Grinch night. The Grinch is sent back to his cave in the end, but he promises to return on another Grinch night, knowing the wind will come back. In the 1982 Emmy Award-winning animated musical special, The Grinch Grinches the Cat in the Hat, the Grinch is voiced by Bob Holt. He meets the cat in the hat for the first time. In the beginning, he is happy, until his Grinch reflection turns him back into himself. He ruins the cat's day by using a device called the VacuSound Sweeper, which makes him able to make anyone make any sound he wants. He also invented the dark house, which makes things so dark you cannot see a glove in front of you. Near the end of the special, the cat in the hat goes to a cafe, but the chef who works there asks him if he wants some food. The cat was just trying to get away from the Grinch, but the Grinch made trouble in the cafe as well. The cat and the other people sing to the Grinch about his mother, and the Grinch turns nice again. In the 1990 movie Home Alone, the Grinch briefly appears when Kevin watches the cartoon How the Grinch Stole Christmas in his house in the basement while sleeping. In the series Tiny Toon Adventures, Blue Grinch, voiced by Dan Castellaneta, briefly appears with his dog Max in the beginning of the episode It's a Wonderful Tiny Toons Christmas Special. In the 1992 movie Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, the Grinch appears when Kevin is seen watching a different scene from the 1966 Christmas cartoon in a limousine while going to Duncan's toy chest. The Grinch appears in the series The Wubbulous World of Dr. Seuss as a secondary villain in Season 1 and a recurring villain in Season 2. He is the main antagonist in the Seussville segments. He was portrayed by Anthony Asbury, who is best known for his Muppets roles, and is the only voice actor of the character to still be alive. The Grinch appears in the episode A Hero Sits Next Door of the series Family Guy, voiced by Wally Wingert. Here, Joe has a celebratory party in his house, where he reveals that he is a police officer who was crippled after fighting the Grinch on the roof of an orphanage, and soon becomes very popular with the neighbors. The Grinch has a small role in the musical comedy Seussical. He appears portrayed by Patrick Page. In the 2000 full-length movie How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Josh Ryan Evans played the 8-year-old Grinch, and Jim Carrey played an adult. This movie loosely follows the book and TV special, but the Grinch is more of a hermit who just wants peace and quiet. The movie also introduces a reason why he hates Christmas, giving him a tragic backstory. In the series The Simpsons, the Grumple is a green, hairy monster who is an obvious parody of the Grinch. He first appears in the episode Kill Gil Vols. 1 and 2, where he plays a character who threatens to steal all of the holiday cheer of the winter holidays in the Krusty's Christmas on Ice show. The Grinch appears portrayed by Icelandic actor Stefán Karl Stefánsson in the seasonal musical adaptation from 2008 to 2015. In the animated series The Fairly OddParents, in the episode Merry Wishmas, Timmy Turner, Santa Claus, and the Elves watch on television How the Grump Stole Wishmas, a parody of the Grinch. In the comedy animated series Mad, the Grinch appears in the episode Da Grinchy Code, Duck, voiced by Stephen Stanton. In the series Robot Chicken, the Grinch first appears in the episode Robot Chicken's DP Christmas Special, voiced by series creator Seth Green. In the American Christmas musical television special that was filmed at the Troubadour Theatre in London, the Grinch appears portrayed by Matthew Morrison. In the live sketch comedy Saturday Night Live, the Grinch appears portrayed by Pete Davidson. Here, a family, Kristen Wiig, Mikey Day, Kyle Mooney, and Chloe Fineman, has an awkward morning with Mr. Grinch. In the 2022 horror movie interpretation of the XYZ film's Mean One, David Howard Thornton appears as the Grinch. The plot follows a young woman as she attempts to defend her childhood town from a green-skinned creature who goes on a murderous rampage during the holiday season. In the episode The Grouch of the series American Dad, Roger, when his new wife leaves him to go to Tuttle's party, becomes a Grinch-like monster which tries to steal all at the party. The Grinch appears in the 2023 Capital One commercial, Toy Drive, dedicated to the banking and payments industry. He is voiced by David Kaye.